What's up, YouTube? Agent Zero here, and today I'm going to be going over my Crimson Days build for the Warlock Stormcaller. So first we'll go over the setup for Crimson Days, and then we'll get into some gameplay where I'll explain some of my decisions and why I choose them. So first, the grenade. The Pulse Grenade. A grenade that periodically damages enemies inside the explosion radius. Next, we have the Healing Rift. Heals you and your teammate when you are inside that rift. The Glide's the Balance Glide, although you can choose what you want, that does not have an effect on the build. And finally, Atonement of the Elements. For my Kinetic Weapon, I'm going with the Origin Story. Kills with this weapon temporarily grant increased damage, stacks 3 times. The Energy, I'm going with the Tone Patrol Scout Rifle. Precision kills create an elemental damage explosion. And my exotic weapon is the Colony in the power slot, where fires insectoid robot grenades that chase targets and explode in close proximity. For my exotic armor, I'm going with Ophidian Aspect. Weapons ready and reload very quickly. Melee range is extended. And for this area, you're a Warlock, you want that recovery, and then you can split it between mobility and resilience. So let's get into some gameplay, talk about some of my decisions. So first, let's talk about the Pulse Grenade. In Crimson, it is 2v2, so there is one heavy ammo slot. That Pulse Grenade is going to stop the enemies from getting that heavy ammo. It's also going to help you control the battlefield a little bit more, which is why I prefer the Pulse Grenade when we're in Crimson Days. So after the Pulse Grenade, obviously the Healing Rift is definitely going to help you and your teammate out, especially when you're facing those teams of 2. It's going to be a lot of 2-on-2 gunfights, so you and your teammate can heal up quickly and get back into those gunfights. The reason why I choose Atonement of Elements, well, there are several key parts of Atonement of Elements. The Arc Soul, with that little Arc ally that you get when you're inside your Healing Rift, you're going to be getting your Healing Rift a lot. Partially because of Rising Storm, that's also a part of Atonement of the Elements, where your Rift charges faster when allies are nearby, and because of the Crimson Days event, when you're near an ally, your abilities charge quicker. So you're going to be getting your Healing Rift a lot. That Arc Soul is definitely going to help. Landfall, on casting a Storm Trance, fire a bolt of lightning into the ground. This can definitely help, especially when you're in close proximity to enemies. It's 2v2, so those enemies are going to be staying by each other. You may actually be able to kill both of them with Landfall, but if you can't, you can definitely kill one and then finish off the other pretty quickly. And then finally, you have Gale Force on Atonement of the Elements, where your melee ability hits at extended range and recharges your super grenade in melee, so you're going to get those abilities back even quicker from that and when you're staying by your teammate. The Ophidian Aspect helps you to ready your weapons quicker and reload quicker, which is definitely important in 2v2 so you can finish off those other enemies. The reason why I choose Origin Story, again, this is focused on 2v2 combat. So you're going to see these enemies close together. You're not going to want to have to reload to try and finish off the other enemy to get that increased damage. So after you finish off the first enemy, you get that increased damage to finish off the second enemy. Tone Patrol is a nice complement. It's a good scout rifle. You're going to be getting into some ranged combat, so it's there in that secondary slot for that ranged combat. The Dragonfly effect can also help a little bit if those teammates are really close together. The Colony is a very good gun. Again, it's going to explode when enemies are near each other, so once that grenade gets close to the enemies, you can do damage to those multiple enemies. Ophidian Aspect, definitely good for readying your weapons quicker, reloading quicker. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more Destiny 2 content. Well, until next time, peace!